Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for Tuesday, December the 6th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading is also not sign specific, but I will call out any zodiac signs that I do feel need mentioning throughout the reading. I'm really trying to salvage my voice. As you can tell, I'm still having these major voice issues. I'm also trying to stay ahead of the game. I am pre-recording this on the Monday, so bear with me, guys. We're going to talk about some of these astrology aspects, and then we're going to jump in with some cards. So we do have Mercury in Sagittarius, squaring it up with Jupiter in Pisces at 29 degrees. And this is happening right before Mercury enters into Capricorn in the 7th house of Sagittarius at 19 degrees 14. And so big energies. We're a day away from the full moon in Gemini. And so generally, Jupiter aspects bring good luck and optimism. But because of this square aspect, I feel your judgment might be a little bit off today when it comes to making some decisions. So it could cause plans to fall through, or you might have this big grand scale plan that you want to bring forward with an overly idealistic viewpoint. And this could create some difficulties. And so I also feel a lot of mental activity, a lot of higher mind activity, and this deep desire to communication. And so whether or not what you have to say is important or not, that is up to you to consider. And so I do feel it's important, though, that we listen to what others have to say in the energies today, although you might not be willing to listen to perhaps another's criticism. So I feel the energy is feeling a little bit challenging when it comes to keeping your perspectives in check. This can be a time of overly optimistic thinking, and you may be more prone to see the bigger picture, but you might have difficulty focusing on the details of how to get there. And so I do want to say you want to read the fine print very carefully if you're signing any documents in the energies. Communications with others it's going to be more about the facts. And I do feel many in the energies can be coming across as cocky and arrogant. So you might find yourself dealing with an arrogant, boastful, cocky individual today, because the energy tends to be exaggerated with this square Jupiter aspect. And so I feel you might have to make a difficult decision, or you might have to break a promise that you have delivered upon to somebody. And so I also feel this energy is lifting when it comes to any creative blocks. I was feeling very much creatively blocked about a week ago or so into, the weekend. And so this block of, creativity is kind of being released. But I do want to say you want to proofread any contracts if you are signing any deals or entering into a new soulmate contract of any kind. And so with Mercury entering into Capricorn, this is where we can sort out what is relevant, what is essential. After all of these idealistic energies with the Sagittarius energy, and so it's about practical matters is kind of what I feel. Our thought patterns, our communication styles, it's going to be logical, it's going to be orderly, it's going to be organized. We're going to be able to sort all of this out that we've kind of been in confusion with. It's this no-nonsense approach when it comes to communication. And any survival instincts are likely going to be very strong over the coming days, especially while Mercury transits through Capricorn. And so think of Capricorn, I think of grounded action. I think I'm not going to be interested in listening to any fluff. I'm going to want to get right to the point, right to the bottom line of what it is that we need to talk about. It's not very floral, is what I want to say. And so we're going to gravitate towards concrete, logical thought processes. We might have to take a methodical approach towards things. And this is where our fantasies can become our realities, but with a realistic undertone and overtone. And so you might find many over the coming weeks coming across as cold or harsh. It's going to be this fine line between what is real and what is not real, being a realist or being a pessimist. And so you might find many lacking a sense of humor over the coming weeks. And so our thinking is going to be more towards a little bit of sarcasm when joking, when we're speaking. We're going to be a little bit more sarcastic. We're going to be a little bit more stubborn with our own personal ideas. And so this Mercury period, I feel, is useful for making solid, realistic plans and just getting our life organized. It's the energy of the goat, right? A goat's going to climb that mountain and they're going to pay attention to all of the details and they're going to just keep going up that mountain no matter what, right? And this really is a favorable time to step into maybe being a spiritual advisor, a spiritual coach, a guide, a teacher. And I do feel this is where we are concerned with our reputation, our responsibilities, how people see us, if we're being accountable. And so big changes is what I'm feeling during this Mercury cycle. And so get ready for reactions to kind of cool off a little bit, because we're going to be a little bit more level-headed while Mercury transits through Capricorn. So we're going to jump in with the cards. We're going to see what needs to come through today. Whenever we get to a 29-degree mark with any of these planets, the energies can be quite intense. And so we've got that square between Sagittarius, this big, expansive energy. Sag is the Temperance card. And then we've got that Pisces energy, which can be very illusionary. And so I feel a breaking away from any unrealistic fantasies and illusion that you've created for your life. And look at that. Family sorrow. So if you've been in a foundation and it's been an illusion, I do think get ready to go into some deep family sorrow. Whenever I see a tree, I think of roots. Many of us have deep karmic roots when it comes to some karmic soul contracts that we are here to fulfill this lifetime. And I feel maybe this will lead to an ending. And maybe this will lead to a lot of sorrow. But I do feel you likely have somebody here that you know is loyal, committed, that you want to have some close-up pleasure with. So we'll see what else needs to come through. And so I do feel you're really going to need to lean into your intuition, because it is time to make those beneficial changes. Capricorn is saying, you've done the daydreaming, you've gone through a period of expansion, now it's time to ground these beneficial changes. Then we get an older man. So you could be dealing with an older man. This could be you could be this older man. Dealings or relationship with an older man. So when I think an older man, I think somebody at least 40 and above. This could be a father, a grandfather. This could even be a crossed over loved one, a masculine on the other side. But I think somebody here has got a horseshoe up their butt and they are stepping into good luck and fortune. Maybe after a period of family sorrow. This could be maybe the loss of a father that is bringing forward a blessing. This could be, breaking apart from a family. Maybe this older man is breaking apart because they want to have pleasure with somebody close up that they do have loyalty with. But I think with the fan energy, romance is in the air. It's kind of time to celebrate. So maybe there's an older man that has been weeping, that has been grieving over an unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Maybe a bridge has recently been burned. But I feel there is going to be a change in the wind. It's time to make these changes. It's time to embrace good luck and good fortune after a period of prolonged grieving, as well as what I'm feeling here. Let's cut the deck and let's see what needs to come through with the tarot. Ooh, Death reversed. 5 of Cups reversed. So could be dealing with a Scorpio. I feel somebody's been in a period of prolonged grieving. likely going through some profound life transformation. This could be something coming back from the dead, a revival, a reconciliation. Maybe somebody's been going through some healing after the loss of a father. I'm not entirely sure, but I feel it's time to release any guilt, any regrets from the past. And I think it's kind of time to bring somebody back to life, bring your energy back to life, maybe a connection back to life. Let's see what needs to come through. Actually, I'm going to grab my little cheat sheet because my guides told me they wanted me to switch things up a bit. So we're going to get what the current situation is going on here. We're going to see what the current situation is. There's that father energy again. The Emperor is an older man, but he come out in reversed. So we've got somebody here that maybe was unwilling to make these changes. Could be an Aries, doesn't have to be. We've got a divine masculine out here that's not been making good choices. That's likely been a bit of a tyrant. Stubborn. Very stubborn energy. And the current energies and emotions, yeah, stubborn, stubborn, stubborn. Somebody here has been facing all kinds of opposition. Could have Leo in their chart. I feel somebody here has been aggressively caging up their emotions. Maybe there is going to be some family sorrow. I feel somebody here that's been all up in their pride and their ego. They've not been wanting to maybe walk away from a problem where there's been no success, playing into all kinds of combative energy. I also feel somebody that's not been willing to back down from opposition. So we're going to see what the recent past is when it comes to this Emperor, this older man. Well, the cat's out of the bag is what I want to say. Somebody had some secrets recently come to light. There could have been some lying here, some cheating, some stealing, but I feel this older man's been stuck in an imprisonment of his own making. There was likely some kind of miscommunication in the past, some deception. Somebody was trapped in a situation with another where there was a lot of sorrow. There was a lot of grieving. There was a lot of pain. Somebody was trapped all up in their head, maybe because of some lies. With the 7 and the 8, we got that 1. There's been a lack of truth. There's been a lack of honesty here. And so maybe there's been a recent exposure of some secrets, some lies. In the immediate future, it's like this push and pull energy. The 3 of Wands with the 6 of Swords in reverse. And so there's been a lot of self-deception here, holding somebody back from taking some action forward. The 3 of Wands to me is I'm ready to take action towards all of my manifestations, but somebody's been staying stuck, all up in their headspace, unwilling to move to calmer waters. This might be this older man or somebody that this older man is dealing with, but I feel the universe has a surprise. And we've got an unwelcome message coming in here. Oh, do we ever have an unwelcome message? I just want to say the cat's out of the bag. We have a feminine here, a Queen of Swords in reverse. Pardon me. She's not too happy. She knows she's dealing with somebody that's been withholding emotions, not really openly communicating. Likely knows of somebody in the background there. If you notice on this Queen of Swords, you know, there's 2 people connecting behind her back. And there is going to be some type of explosive communication that is going to break somebody free from a false foundation. Because there's been manipulation. And this is going to make somebody get rigorously honest with themselves, with somebody that they've been dealing with. There's been manipulation here. There's been secrets here. Somebody has not been honest. And this has caused a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. And I think the universe is coming in with this surprise to break 2 people apart that don't see eye to eye anymore. And we've got a masculine here that needs to get honest. Because I think he wants to have pleasure with a close-up friend, somebody that he's not in a commitment with. And this tower's coming in to blow the lid off a situation. What I just heard was burning the house down to the ground. So there's a foundation crumbling. Somebody here is going through a huge fall from grace. And I do feel somebody here has really, really been struggling with speaking this truth. There is a cycle coming to an end. I think two people that have been pretending like this is working out, we make a great team. We work well together when behind closed doors we've got a lot of malicious communication, a lot of vindictiveness, bitterness, and I feel there's a masculine about to get honest because somebody is going to be bringing this truth to light. Maybe this masculine is dealing with a liar, but we are going to see what the overall energy is when it comes to this message today, if my voice will allow. Yeah, there's that secret coming to light. Whatever was hidden in the dark is coming to light. And this will lead to a clean slate. But it might require starting from ground zero, starting at rock bottom. So could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel Mars energy with that tower, so we got more Gemini. Definitely could be dealing with an Aries or a Leo or a Pisces. But I feel there's some type of secret new beginning here. After a period of dealing with some very combative energies. There's no more working together here. There's no harmony here. There's no union here. And there is a release of a false foundation. Fours are all about divine protection. So I would like to look a little bit deeper into this Emperor. I feel breaking some toxic chains here. That was a mess. There's an Emperor here that has to get rigorously honest. I'm going to put these back. He's been stubborn. I'm not going to change. I'm unwilling to change. It's time to make these beneficial changes. There's a masculine that has been fighting this awakening journey nail and tooth. It really is time to make these beneficial changes and to speak up. I feel a masculine here getting ready to break the chains of a very toxic codependent cycle. Maybe it was somebody here that had low self-worth and low self-value, and maybe they got manipulated by somebody that wasn't very honest and wasn't very truthful. There's definitely a lack of love in this situation. There's been a lot of mind fuckery going on here, and somebody has been stubbornly unwilling to release this. But I got news for this Emperor in reverse. He's getting a wake-up call. He is going through a period of enlightenment, and he is being asked to speak up. So maybe this Emperor will be delivering a message or receiving a message, but I feel it's time to stop playing into this ego battle. It's been a battle of egos, unwilling to back down, unwilling to admit defeat, and I do feel it is time to take some action. So we're going to look at this Seven of Swords in reversed, because there's been some type of secret revealed. We get the World, the King of Pentacles in reversed, and the Judgment in reverse. So we got somebody learning a major life lesson. Something is about to come full circle. We're reaching the end of a very painful, toxic cycle. And we got this King of Pentacles in reverse with the Judgment reverse. So we've got somebody here that was very selfish, didn't care about anybody but themselves, was all about the money, the stability, and they've made a very poor judgment call, and there's some karma here coming back around, I feel. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, any of the fixed signs, so we do have more Pisces. But I feel somebody's past poor decision is coming back to haunt them because there's a lack of balance, there's a lack of healing, there's a lack of love, and it really is time to heal, to go through a period of healing from a bad decision. Because somebody's held on to a foundation where there's been no growth. It's been feeling dark, desolate. There's really no abundance here. It's this energy of lack, juggling for a long time when it comes to choosing a new direction, admitting defeat when it comes to a foolish decision. I feel a very hard karmic reset here. More Aries, and I feel two people coming to terms with the fact that they're just no longer on the same page. We're going to get a couple advice cards. What crystals might be beneficial when it comes to these energies. Howlite, calm down, I want to say. Calm down. Somebody has definitely been overstimulated in the mind space, without a doubt. And I do feel a divine masculine here that's been in a never-ending onslaught of having to meet demanding requests, having to deal with somebody very angry, very bitter. What I want to say is less is more. Nothing is the most. Less is more. So I do feel somebody here is going through a clean slate process. Slate cleaning energy, for sure. And I do feel this clean slate is needed. Two people here that need some breathing room is what I want to say. Two people here that, you know, had a hard time discerning exactly what it is that they wanted. But I also feel somebody here knows exactly what it is that they need to do if they want to live out their heart's desire. Somebody's been lost in a sea of doubt. There's a need for balance. There's definitely some family ending here playing out. And I do feel somebody's really, really prolonged making a very important decision about how they want to spend their life. Because I feel they're coming to terms with the fact that they've only got so much precious time on this earth. And they've really been squandering that away, maybe for the last several years. And so I do feel somebody's heart is saying, hey, you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. The heart wants pleasure close up with somebody that you know is loyal to you. The mind wants what it thinks the heart should want. So I feel somebody's getting ready to make a head over heart decision. And the universe is bringing in this tower to nudge somebody to go in the heart's favor. And that's kind of what I got today, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out the description box below, guys. Don't forget to like the videos, comment on the videos, share them if this resonates to help circulate, to grow the channel. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.